Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't have words. Like, I don't. I do. I always do. Hi, everybody. What's up? I am recording my video and audio for my second ayahuasca experience, and it was truly eye-opening, incredibly scary, and really to the point I was like, I'm not really sure if I should share this because it was like that intense. And I just felt deeply called to share with you guys, not right now for you, but I think really for me, so that I can process this, and for you, yes, and for you. But I think I'm still kind of understanding what happened last night, and I'd rather record it now and really process these moments and really give them meaning versus letting them create meaning for me. So, you know, when we go through things, it's not what we go through that really shapes us, it's what meaning we give it. And last night was the darkness, and it was the darkness. Like, I just can't even describe this to you. So one of the questions, there's 3 questions that you ask when you're on this journey. And the first one to Grandmother Aya is, show me who I've become. Show me who I've become. And when I went to ceremony last night, I was incredibly resistant. I thought about not drinking the medicine. I thought about, when I thought about drinking the medicine, I felt like I was gonna vomit. I just had this like visceral feeling within my body that I didn't want the medicine, but my spirit and my soul were telling me to drink. And Grandmother Aya, you can talk to her, she was telling me to drink. And so I went online, I took that first drink, and nothing happened. I kind of fell asleep. I had this like relaxation experience, and I kind of woke up a little sweaty. And after an hour and a half, they were like, oh, come drink your second cup. And something told me to ask for two shots for my second cup. And so I said to the shaman, I said, my soul is calling me to ask for 2 cups. And he said, are you sure? So that would mean I'd have 3 cups when really you're only supposed to have 2. I said, yes, I'm sure. Right? Like, I want the 2 cups. And so I took them, and I totally almost gagged. Like, I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. I went and laid down, and all of this terrible, evil stuff started to happen. Now, before that, I just want to share, there's this fiery smoke thing I talked about yesterday that they breathe into your nose to activate your chakra and your third eye before you actually drink the medicine. And I have a really hard time with it. The first time I was like, my eyes are burning, my hair's on fire, like I feel like death. The second time, so last night before I ever drank anything, I did the rapé, and I received it from a woman, a shamanic woman, and I started to cry afterwards, realizing that was the first time I trusted a woman to lead me spiritually, and I had never done that before. I have a lot of that wound of trusting women and having faith in women and knowing that they are for good. Yes, I have my sisters here, but this took me so long to develop, and here's this strange woman I don't know, and I'm like, here, put some stuff up my nose and hurt me, but I know it's gonna feel, it's for the good. And so I cried so hard, just realizing how closed off I've been to allowing women to help me grow in my own life, in my own spiritual journey with spiritual teachers ahead of me. And so anyway, I took those 2 extra cups, I went to bed, and Grandmother Aya was fucking crazy. She was like, you want to see who you've become? You worry all the time, Lauren. You worry all the time, but you have nothing to worry about. Let me show you what real worry looks like. Let me show you what true worry. Let me show you what you've become. And the room morphed into this demonic, evil darkness that I couldn't escape. And this man across from me was vomiting profusely, and all of the shamans were around him, moving his energy through and praying on him and blowing on him. And I felt this pain. I watched him as he was like, this pain was leaving his body, and I screamed, what is happening? Because I felt like we were all connected, And it was just so dark, and I wanted to escape it so badly. And they have this saying here that what comes to you is moving through you and away from you, right? So when these darker experiences happen on an ayahuasca journey, it is not that they're bad, it's that energy is leaving you, and all of that worry and fear that I carry every single day, that is deeply rooted in how I was raised, deeply rooted in my, past traumas and my karmic mission. It was like she was giving me permission to see all of that, and how dark I have allowed that part of myself to be. And so I watched as the entire room looked like zombies and evil villains. I saw this one guy morph into like a deep, dark black bird, and it was like, oh, it was just so evil. It was so evil. And I thought that was me. I thought I couldn't escape it. I thought I was like stuck and trapped here. And then Grandmother Aya told me to go back inside. I was outside, right? This is an important note to remind you guys. I went inside and outside, back and forth, and I felt the energy of the earth because I was so scared and so fearful. I was literally crying to the earth to protect me. Like, I thought I was going to die. And she wasn't answering, and I was like, tell me what to do, please, please, please. And I was like screaming and crying for her. And then she said, go back inside. So I went back inside, and the energy of the room just shifted into the most beautiful, loving, healing space. And I could feel this wave of love rush over me, and this light, and I saw all these geometric patterns and like the honeycomb 3D, and it was really bizarre. It was fucking crazy. But it really taught me a lot about what I've been carrying. I think that there are things that we hold in our bodies. There's emotional trauma that creates unwellness or dis-ease, and whether that shows up as cancer, or that shows up as chronic illness, or it shows up in unhealthy relationships, or it shows up in a disability to receive money. These are all elements of disease that are really the byproduct of not releasing the pain and not learning how to live in that space of love. And so I woke up this morning and I was like, I don't know if I could do this again. Like, that was really one of the hardest fucking nights of my entire life. The hardest night of my entire life. When we all woke up and we, went to do this circle, I literally told a group of like, that was the hardest fucking night of my entire life. I screamed it. Everybody clapped for me, and I was like, I don't know what you're clapping about, because this was just fucking terrible. I asked the shaman, I said, I had a really bad experience. And she said, just know that that's all leaving you. You're seeing it, you're witnessing it because it's leaving you. And on the other side is pure light and love. And so tonight is Divine Feminine Night. I'm fucking freaking out. I'm excited. I am looking forward to the experience. Every night has been just an unfolding process, and I don't know how practice is received in tribal culture, but I feel like doing these ceremonies back to back to back, it's just like this ever unveiling process of realization. And I don't know what tonight is gonna bring. I don't know. And this is the other thing too. Grandmother Aya will tell you what to do with your life. She will give you downloads and breakthroughs, and when you listen to her, that is all for your highest good. And so I'm almost, there's part of me that's like, I'm kind of scared for what she's gonna tell me, because what if she tells me to shut down my entire business? What if she tells me to go live in the jungle for the rest of my life? Like, what if she says, this is where you have to go, and I have to be prepared to fully surrender to that in whatever capacity that looks like. Because I'm here, one of the realizations that I've come to recognize is that I'm here for mission work. Like, I'm really here to help people. I'm Money is a tool for me to enjoy my life and to love my husband and to experience the privileges that will allow me to be the best and most high vibration version of myself. But I'm not here to reach income goals. I am here to touch lives and leave this world better than I came here to find it in. You know, that's truly where I'm at. And yeah, I don't know, it's just fucking wild. And like, here's the other thing, like, I've been really holding space, like I talked to you guys yesterday, like really healing my health and wellness. I'm sorry, there's like a guy doing yard work back here, but I've been holding space to heal my health and wellness. And last night I felt my intestines moving shit out, like pushing it away and like releasing. And I think the great part about this place, right, is that number one, you're with 80 fucking strangers. So you get 80 different facets of the experience. There was this one woman on her first ceremony, she woke up and her hearing, she's been deaf in her one ear for 35 years. She woke up and her hearing in that ear was completely healed. You know, you hear these stories of all these different areas of where Grandmother Aya is working her magic, and at the same time, all these people that I'm here with are like a part of me because they're allowing me to learn. They're allowing me to see, you know, what I'm ready to let go of and what I'm ready to step into. And it's just, you know, I was talking to this guy, this beautiful human this morning who runs a 8-figure business. And Tony Robbins changed his life, and Tony Robbins was the start for me, and now we're both here, and I'm like, oh my God, like, look at this. Like, this is, he's showing me the way, right? Like, he's almost showing me, anyway. So, yeah, I think I know I'm healing here. I know that everything that I have been struggling with, health-wise and emotionally, and I just know, like, I am not leaving the same fucking being. Like, it is going, I'm like almost, I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I just feel like I'm doing work here that I've never done before. And I'm healing parts of my life that I've never looked at. And it feels so good. It feels so good. It feels scary and really uncomfortable, and I fucking hate it, but it feels great. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. That was my second day. I had this feeling, I was so dark and so evil. I was like, oh my God, is this a cult? Am I in a prison? And am I not going to be able to leave this place? And like, what if we have to call the Costa Rican authorities to get us out of here? We're trapped. I was really bugging. I was bugging so hard. And then I came out of it this morning, and I just recognized that, you know, that's been a pattern for me always, where I fear the worst and I look for the worst, and I'm constantly in this place of like avoiding something terrible that could happen. And I'm just ready to let go of that because it's just crazy. You know, the guy was like, yeah, that person I was telling you about that I was talking to, this 8-figure earner, he's like, you know, Lauren, if last night was the worst night of your life, you got a pretty fucking great life, right? Like, the worst night of your life was doing psychedelics on a beautiful resort in the most amazing country. That's your worst night of your entire life. Like, you have a lot to be grateful for. And so, you know, there's this saying, the dark cannot exist without the light. You know, struggle is such, guys, it is not something to be avoided. It is something to step into and honor and bear witness to and experience it and move through it, because that stuff allows you to celebrate and be a part of the joy and the love and the freedom and the happiness and all these emotions that you're chasing. The dark needs to be there for the light to exist. And they're neither good nor bad, but you know, I think we're just often so afraid of giving up control, and we're afraid of what life would look like if we didn't have control, and we're afraid of, you know, what would happen if we look at the dark things that we've been pushing away and suppressing. And like, I know my body is healing like crazy right now, and I know it's part food, it's part the fact that I'm doing colon cleanses and deep tissue massages, and it's also, I think on a deeper level, it's because I'm looking at things that I have been carrying and I can let them go. They are not me. I don't have to hold on to them anymore. So, yeah, that's it. I love you. I love you guys so much. If you are jumping into this as a video, please go back and watch the beginning. You can also search the hashtag BBB Journal if you want to go back and see my plant medicine number 1. I'm going to be doing all my plant medicines, documenting them. There's 2 more. Tonight's Divine Feminine, and then we have another Colombian brew at the very end, which apparently tastes like petroleum oil, but I'm so ready for it. And yeah, I'm ready. So thanks, guys.